Something just happened in the world of electric vehicles that no one saw coming. Not even Elon Musk. Imagine a silent power that not only drives your car silently, but also without the sound of an engine, without any vibrations, and all powered by electricity. Now imagine that this power doesn't come from Tesla, not even from Elon Musk's billion-dollar gigafactories, but from a small, rebellious hypercar company hidden in the woods of Sweden, Koenigsegg. Yes, you heard it right. The same Koenigsegg that is famous for breaking speed records and rewriting the rules of automotive engineering has unveiled a new kind of electric motor. They call it dark matter. Now you must be thinking that dark matter is something from space, right? You thought right. But now this name has become associated with one of the most mysterious and futuristic inventions in automobiles. A machine that is so compact, so advanced, and so disruptive that it is not only shaking up the electric vehicle industry, but it is rewriting the rules. This tiny motor weighs about as much as a suitcase, yet it produces enough torque to challenge the Tesla Plaid, outsmart the Rimac Navara, and outperform most supercars. We're talking about a unique, unbelievable power density that seems almost impossible. But it's true, and the company behind this invention, Koenigsegg, has a habit of doing the unthinkable. From building the first 250-mile-per-hour cars to designing engines with no camshafts, they've never followed the rules. But this time, what they've done could completely change the way electric vehicles are built. So what is this dark matter motor? How can something so small be so powerful? Why are engineers and insiders calling it the Tesla killer? And what does Elon Musk think of all this? Stay tuned to find out, because the future is not what you think. Before proceeding further in the video, subscribe to the channel so that you get information about the upcoming new technology first. Before we talk about the Matter engine, which has shaken the foundation of the entire EV industry, let us know about the person who has done this feat, whose name is Christian von Koenigsegg. Most people outside the car world may not be familiar with a name that quietly, steadily, and fearlessly changed the rules of the game. He's not like the CEOs you see on stage promoting products with big words and big budgets. He doesn't seek the spotlight, but behind his calm, stoic facade lies the mind of an innovator who has done things for decades that most engineers can't even imagine. But Christian von Koenigsegg's story is not as simple as it seems. Christian's story sounds like a movie character, humble beginnings, but dreams so big that people initially laughed it off. And today, those same people are silent. Christian wasn't born into the automotive industry, and he didn't inherit a company. He didn't have a blueprint to follow. At just 5 years old, Christian saw an animated short film about a sports car. Smooth, fast, full of life. That moment lit a spark. While other kids fantasized about driving fast cars, Christian said something else. "I want to build one." People smiled. They thought it was a phase, but it wasn't. The years went by and Christian didn't forget. While most kids outgrow their childhood fantasies, Christian's dream grew even deeper, even more vivid. And in 1994, with no big investors, no factory, and no team, he started something that seemed impossible. A car company he named Koenigsegg. Everyone doubted him. Big names like Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Bugatti ruled the world of speed and power. Who was this soft-spoken, outspoken young man with no formal experience building cars? But Christian wasn't trying to follow anyone's lead. He was quietly creating his own world. Year after year, car after car, invention after invention, he created machines that stunned the world. Supercars that didn't just go fast, he reshaped physics. He designed his own engines, developed revolutionary suspensions, created patented doors that opened like nothing else. Koenigsegg didn't just make cars, he made miracles. But that wasn't enough. Christian began to feel that the world was changing. Gas engines, no matter how powerful, were becoming dinosaurs. The future belonged to electric. But what everyone else was making, these huge EV motors, these heavy batteries and clunky gearboxes, all seemed limiting. And Christian never does limiting. He imagined a different kind of electric power. One that wasn't bound by weight, noise, friction, or bulkiness. Something cleaner, quieter, faster, smarter. Something that didn't yet exist. And so, he went back to the drawing board once again. This time not to chase maximum speed, but to reinvent the very essence of the electric car. No one had any idea that this would happen. No teasers, no mysterious tweets, just silence. Until Koenigsegg revealed it. The dark matter motor. This is no ordinary electric motor, but it has all those features hidden in it that other companies are still thinking about. But all this did not happen in a day. Behind this are Christian's years of dedication, hard work and passion to do something new. So when you learn about the power of the dark matter motor, understand its compact design and gearless system, remember that all this has been possible because of a person who never dreamed according to his age, but changed the world according to his thinking. Now let us know what this dark matter engine is. When most people hear electric motor, they picture a bulky metal component buried somewhere under the hood of an EV. But Koenigsegg doesn't build predictable things. What they've created with the dark matter motor isn't just an improvement. It's a revolution in motion, and it's forcing the auto industry to completely rethink what's possible. At first glance, the dark matter motor doesn't look like much. It's about the size of a microwave and weighs only 39 kilograms, about 86 pounds. But inside that sleek, compact casing hides a monster. This tiny unit produces a staggering 800 horsepower and 1,250 newton-meters, 922 pound-feet, of torque. That's more power than many V12 engines, packed into a form small enough to hold with both hands. Simply put, it's like strapping a Formula One engine to a shoebox. But raw power alone isn't what makes dark matter terrifying. It's the engineering magic behind it. While most electric motors use either radial flux or axial flux designs, Koenigsegg created a world-first hybrid, which they call raxial flux. This breakthrough combines the high torque of axial motors with the high RPM capability of radial ones. The result is incredible power, delivered faster and more efficiently than ever before. And the innovation doesn't stop there. The dark matter motor uses a 6-phase power system compared to the usual 3-phase systems found in traditional EVs. Why does that matter? With 6 phases, the motor experiences far less vibration, runs cooler, and offers smoother, more precise power delivery. This means not only better performance, but better reliability over time, a critical advantage in racing, aviation, and other high-stress environments. Then there's the construction. Koenigsegg didn't just build a better motor, they reinvented how motors are built. The stator and rotor housings are made from carbon fiber, a material known for its strength-to-weight ratio, but rarely used in motors due to cost and complexity. Most automakers stick with aluminum or steel. Koenigsegg went all in, shaving weight and improving heat resistance. And to keep all that power from melting the motor under pressure, dark matter is cooled using dielectric oil. This is a special fluid that not only removes heat efficiently, but also prevents electrical shorts. It allows the motor to run at extreme output levels without the typical performance drop-offs caused by overheating. What Koenigsegg has created isn't just an EV motor. It's a template for the next generation of propulsion. This kind of power-to-weight efficiency will be the benchmark. Dark matter is light enough for aircraft, strong enough for hypercars, and advanced enough to become the gold standard for high-performance machines of every kind. But how is any of this possible? The engineering alchemy behind the magic. Koenigsegg's dark matter motor might look like an overnight miracle, but this wasn't a lucky shot in the dark. It's the product of 25 years of relentless, rule-breaking innovation. A legacy of breakthroughs that few companies, large or small, can rival. Let's start with the numbers. The dark matter motor measures just 15 inches in diameter and 5.3 inches thick. Its carbon fiber casing isn't just for show. It reduces electromagnetic loss and significantly improves thermal performance, allowing the motor to stay cooler and run harder for longer. This is engineering at the highest level, not just squeezing power into a small package, but doing so without compromise. Most companies would rely on outside suppliers for this kind of cutting-edge component. But not Koenigsegg. They've kept everything in-house, with their light-speed engineering team and free-valve division leading the charge. These are the same minds behind the Jesco's light-speed transmission, LST, and the free-valve camless engine in the Gemera, technologies that were once considered impossible or impractical by the mainstream auto world. Each of those inventions now looks like a stepping stone toward dark matter. Take the single-stage gear reduction used in the system. Traditional EV setups often require multi-stage reductions to balance torque and efficiency. Koenigsegg's solution is one perfectly calibrated stage that transfers torque instantly and cleanly, eliminating complexity and weight. It's a textbook example of their design philosophy: simplicity through mastery, not compromise. The secret sauce here isn't just parts or patents, it's process. Koenigsegg has always operated on a performance-first model, free from the corporate politics and mass-market distractions that slow legacy automakers. While others chase sales volume or cost savings, Koenigsegg chases engineering perfection. The dark matter motor is the result of this thinking, a machine that's compact, quiet, but has the power of a tornado inside. This is the face of the real EV revolution. This motor has a special Quark plus David inverter technology. So far, you have known how powerful Koenigsegg's dark matter motor is, how light it is, and how it can move supercars, but the real magic lies in the two technologies hidden inside it: Quark motor and David inverter. These are the two brains which together make this motor different and smarter than other EV motors. First of all, let's talk about the Quark motor. Now, hearing its name, it will seem that this is a theory of physics. And yes, it is. Quark is actually a basic particle that is found in the small atoms of our universe. In the same way, Koenigsegg has made this motor so compact and powerful that it has named it Quark. This motor has been designed in such a way that it can control axial and radial magnetic forces, that is, forces working in both directions simultaneously. What does it mean? More torque from the same place, more efficiency, and in a very small size. Now comes the turn of the David inverter, which in combination with the Quark motor forms a system that will leave you wondering. An inverter is a device that converts battery power to a motor, AC to DC or DC to AC, as required. But Koenigsegg's David inverter is not like any ordinary inverter. It is specially designed for the Quark motor, and its biggest feature is that it can take very fast decisions. Meaning, as soon as you press the accelerator, this inverter sends full power to the motor without any delay. And that, too, without any waste. The combination of these two technologies makes the dark matter motor not only powerful, but also smart, responsive, and ultra-efficient. Now, let's talk about another big thing: heat management. That is, when so much power, so much torque, and work is being done so fast, then why does the motor not heat up? When any motor runs fast, heat is generated inside it due to friction and electricity. And if that heat is not controlled in time, the motor can burn, or its performance can drop. Koenigsegg has solved this problem very intelligently. They have installed such an advanced thermal management system in this motor, which is connected to every part of the motor. As soon as any part gets hot, the system detects it and immediately starts cooling it. Liquid cooling technology has been used in it, in which cold liquid circulates around the motor and absorbs the heat. Also, such materials have been used in the outer body of the motor that remove the heat quickly, just like hot tea cools down quickly if it is kept in a wide vessel. Not only this, heat is also produced less due to the coordination of the Quark and David inverter. Because the power is sent in the right amount and at the right time, there is no excessive load on the motor, and the heat production automatically reduces. This is the reason why the dark matter motor can run continuously, even at high power without getting too hot. Koenigsegg has not only filled this motor with power, but has also designed its brain and heartbeat, Quark and David inverter, in such a way that the motor not only runs fast, but also keeps working without getting tired, burning, or stopping. And this technology makes it the most unique and reliable motor in the EV market. Future of EVs. Is this a threat to Tesla and BYD? Now, the question that most people are asking is this dark matter motor of Koenigsegg a danger bell for giants like Tesla and BYD? If the answer is put simply, then yes, and that too a very big threat, because this is not just a motor. It is a completely new idea which can change the direction of the EV industry in the coming times. See, today Tesla and BYD are the biggest players in the EV world. They have big factories, tremendous production capacity, and their network is also spread all over the world. But the technology that Koenigsegg has talked about is so advanced that if these companies do not make changes in time, then their present empire can weaken. Koenigsegg's dark matter motor is so compact, so light, and yet so powerful that it can change the design, performance, and efficiency of the car. Everything. Tesla and BYD are still making motors that either have a gearbox or their size and weight are more. On the other hand, this motor of Koenigsegg sends power directly to the wheels without any gearbox. This reduces the weight of the car, also reduces battery consumption, and also gives more speed. Now imagine if mass production of such a motor starts in the coming 2 to 3 years, and other small brands also start adopting it, then the technology of Tesla and BYD will start looking old. And we know that in the world of technology, the game of the one who is left behind gradually ends. Another strength of Koenigsegg's motor is its multi-purpose use. In the future, it can be used not only for cars, but also in things like drones, speedboats, air taxis, and industrial robots. Now, Tesla and BYD's motors do not fit there because they are either too big or generate too much heat. Dark matter is ahead in this matter because it is a heat-free, noise-free, and space-saving technology. The biggest thing is that Koenigsegg has shown such a level of innovation that can become an inspiration for other small EV startups. This means that now the EV industry will not be a monopoly of only big companies. Even small brands can compete with big companies by using parts like Koenigsegg. And if companies like Tesla and BYD want to maintain their dominance, then they will no longer have to focus only on sales and models. They will also have to bring revolutionary changes in core technology. Otherwise, what Koenigsegg has quietly started today will change the face of the entire EV industry tomorrow. So yes, it would be absolutely correct to say that the dark matter motor is not just a machine, but a warning. The race of EV is now not just about speed, but also about technology. And the company that wins in technology will become the EV king of the next decade. The first thought that comes to mind after seeing Koenigsegg's dark matter motor is it made only for supercars? And the answer is absolutely not. Yes, Koenigsegg has designed it for high-performance cars, but its technology is so advanced and multi-purpose that it is not limited to cars only. Actually, this motor has been designed in such a way that it can be used in drones, electric jets, boats, industrial robots, and even aerospace projects. Now think, how many places can a motor that weighs just 39 kilograms but gives 335 horsepower and 600 Newton-meters torque be used? Aircraft manufacturing companies are looking for such a motor that is light, powerful, and takes up less space. Dark matter's ultra-compact and efficient design meets this need. In the drone industry, where it is important to keep motors light and durable, it can prove to be a game-changer. Similarly, industrial robots or high-speed machines demand a motor that does not take up much space and can run for a long time without overheating. This motor of Koenigsegg can fit in every machine where more power, fast response, and less weight is required. This is the reason why, in the coming time, we can see it not only in cars but also in flying taxis and futuristic robots. Now, let's talk about another important question. Will this motor be able to reach the common people? Meaning, is its mass production possible? Because right now, it sounds like it is only for high-end supercars and limited edition projects. But Koenigsegg's plans are much beyond this. The Koenigsegg team has built this motor with the view that it can be made scalable. That is, this technology should not be limited to only one car or one model. The company also wants to supply it to other brands, so that this motor can also be used in other companies' cars, boats, and industrial machines. And as its production increases, its cost will also decrease. Koenigsegg already makes many components in-house, which gives it freedom and control of production. With the dark matter motor, the company is planning the same, to make it on a large scale, so that other companies can also use it. This means that in a few years, this technology can move from supercars to ordinary cars as well. And once it comes into mass production, then understand that there will be a real revolution in the EV industry. Because then, car companies will not need to make big motors. Small, light, powerful, and durable motors will be available to everyone. This will also reduce the cost of cars, provide more flexibility in design and space, and performance will also be better than before. This was the story of Koenigsegg's dark matter motor, a marvel not just of engineering, but of imagination. A technology born not from a trillion-dollar tech company, but from the stubborn belief of one man that there's always a better way. It's a testament to how innovation often comes from the places we least expect, and how a relentless pursuit of excellence can reshape an entire industry. Now, the question is no longer if this motor will shake the EV industry, but how far the shockwaves will travel. Will it force giants like Tesla to rethink everything? Will it redefine how electric cars are built, how they feel, how they move? This isn't just about speed or specs. It's about reimagining what electric performance can be, and who gets to experience it. If this video gave you a glimpse into the future you didn't expect, if you felt the thrill of what comes next, then go ahead and hit that like button. And don't keep this moment to yourself. Share it with fellow car lovers, tech geeks, or anyone who still thinks electric motors can't be exciting. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel, because this journey into the future has only just begun. In the next episodes, we'll dive deeper into the innovations that are rewriting the rules of performance, sustainability, and speed.